Don't look at me, run the title card! Come on. Okay, review time! Hello fellow film lovers and moviegoers, I'm the Red Hat Reviewer, and today I'm gonna talk about Monster Calls! So, A Monster Calls is about a boy named Connor O'Malley, and his mother's dying. Oh yeah, we're off to a great start. Yes, his mother has cancer, and coinciding along with these very terrible treatments, Connor is also having these nightmares. He's at this graveyard, and there's someone who's about to fall into the earth. There's an earthquake. He's trying to save them, and he can't save them, and he doesn't know why, and he's trying so hard, and he doesn't know what to do! Which is why Liam Neeson playing Treebeard, which is why Liam Neeson playing Groot, which is why Liam Neeson playing Aslan, damn it! Liam Neeson playing this tree suddenly comes to life, comes to Connor and says, "You must tell me 3 stories, and at the end of the 3rd story, you will tell me a 4th, and the 4th will be the truth about your nightmare." Yes, that was my best Liam Neeson. It's quite terrible. So, if you haven't caught on by now, this is probably the saddest movie I've seen all year. Well done, filmmakers J.A. Bayona and crew, you monsters. But really, this is a very, very powerful film that I'm proud to say is one of the best this year. The boy playing Connor O'Malley gives the performance of a lifetime, which, I mean, I'm hoping he's got a career ahead of him where he can hopefully expound upon his catalog. Connor is a boy on the middle ground of adulthood. He's too old to be a boy, and he's too young to be a man, as they say in the movie. And especially with the fact that his mother is sick, and his father's out of the country, and his grandmother's a stick in the mud, it's a really, really bad time to be going through that awkward stage of growing up. But to complement this boy's performance, Liam Neeson as the monster, I got it that time, gives a really balanced performance between wise and wild. Liam Neeson has that really amazing skill to be very soft and comforting and fatherly, while at the same time be scary enough to want to rip you to pieces. Props to J.A. Bayona also on the creation of this monster. J.A. Bayona is also able to find that perfect balance between inserting an artificial fake creature into the real-world environment. If you don't know by now, J.A. Bayona is going to be directing the next Jurassic World film. Watching the monster come to life reminded me so much of seeing the dinosaurs come to life in Jurassic Park. There is literally in the movie a moment where the monster steps over a puddle and you see the ripples from the earth shaking, straight out of Jurassic Park. So as I said, the monster has said to Connor that he's going to tell him 3 stories. And they're like fairy tales, except they're not. Good and evil, right and wrong are not so blatantly obvious in this film, and the monster kinda toys with this. He kinda drags Connor along and leads him on when he's telling these stories, making him think that a certain theme or a certain virtue or moral will be at the forefront of this story. But then you'll get to the end and you'll pull out the rug from underneath Connor and say, well, actually, this is what the story is about. Ultimately, these stories played relevance to Connor's life at that moment. I'm so glad a movie like this exists because there are too many fairy tales where it's obvious that good is good and evil is evil. They're fine that way. I'm sure there are many fairy tale stories that are blatantly good and evil that I love and enjoy. Lord of the Rings. But good storytelling calls for good diversity. And going on with the props, I love stories that take advantage of telling their stories with different mediums. So it's fairly obvious if you've seen the trailers that Monster Calls uses CGI integrated into live action. But when the monster's telling its stories, it becomes an animated film. So Connor has a bit of imagination. He's a creative person and he likes to draw. He has his walls covered top to bottom with drawings. For that reason, the filmmakers decided that if we're going to be telling these stories and we're going to be seeing it from Connor's perspective through his imagination, they should be animated like his drawings. That is so cool. But we must of course talk about critiques, right? Oh look, I have none. Guys, A Monster Calls is an impactful, powerful, emotional fairy tale. It has a lot to say about growing up and grief. It might be a little challenging for children, but I don't think that should be a minus against the quality of the film, and for that reason, I'm gonna give A Monster Calls 6 out of 6 thumbs up. Guys, thanks for watching. If you like this review, make sure to give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos, make sure to subscribe down below. You can also follow me on Twitter at JordanTQat. And make sure to tip your hat to good movies.